So I wanted to do the Ascension tip of the now. And what comes to me is about closing doors again. And so I just wanted to point out a possibility of what if even objects are doors. So I was looking around my house earlier and I just felt an excess amount of doors open again, just from things. So that's the beginning of this now time tip, is just, if it feels full in your field, it probably is. And the unseen, the in between, the space, sometimes has doors open, has objects, has is just full of another, going through a portal to another parallel universe, and you can feel it in your space. So this is an opportunity yet again just to have us close any doors. So just in your space, from the things that are in your space, these experiences are for your highest and best. So you can say, for my highest and best, anything in my space that I need to close down, any doors connected to any things or objects, close down those doors. And we're just dealing with your house right now. For some reason, they just want us to look at this house exercise. Close any doors for your highest and best in your house from objects that are literal portals through objects. Close those down. And then close any doors or portals that are not for your highest good to be open. Close them down in the corners of your house. And then close any doors or portals through any people in your house that you've been going through. And again, this is for your highest good. So if there's an energy meant to go through something, we're not going to close that, but we're going to close doors on this now time assignment that are for your highest good. So for your highest good, again, if you just jumped on anything in portals through objects, portals through corners, portals through people. And this is just dealing with in your house, Rabia. I was literally just closing all doors. Yes. So even there's a door behind me. So don't go into that door. And this is part of your superpowers. You don't have to go in doors that you're seeing with your two eyes or your one eye. But what I've noticed is that first we've got to clean up the field enough for you to know what it feels like for you to just be, not down any doorways, but really present and super here right now. So I've been doing this throughout the past few days, just looking for places that I need to close down doors, and even closing down doors all the way up the chakras. I've been doing 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. And if it's not for my highest good, it won't close. But if it is, it's going to close. Okay, so you just want to give your being, your existence, commands that are very thoughtful, that will benefit you always. So may what you say and hear only benefit you. May that be true for you. May that be something you say to yourself and program yourself. And also your superpowers, like I was saying, like, may you not go into any doors that would not benefit you. Or how can we like up level that to a neutral statement? May I only go into spaces and places and doorways that benefit me and are of the highest accord and the highest ethic of my ascended sovereign being. Okay, so let's do that. If you didn't do it already, anywhere where you have doors open through chakra gateways to other spaces and places and portals in existence, go ahead and close all those down. And all you have to do, I've noticed, you don't have to like go through one at a time, you know. You can quantum it and just, you'll see like a bunch of things shut because you've set the program for only that which to close that would not benefit you, right? So you're the programmer. So program it in a way that's really going to benefit you always. And so we're going to close, if you didn't do it already, anything at 0, at 1. And just let it close. It's for your highest and best. And for everybody involved, it's their highest and best, because then energy is just rebalancing itself. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and you'll feel yourself just coming back home to yourself. 7, 8, take a deep breath. 9, 10, being more present, more here, more now. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay. And anywhere else, in any chakra that you did not mention that needs to close, just close. And all your essence comes back to you. All the star particles, all the source, all the, whatever word we want to put to it, the photons, let it all come back and stack you out. Fully illuminated, fully golden. Good. And now the one I was doing before I jumped on here was I was standing outside, and I realized being on a street that when I was looking towards the sun setting just now, I was exposed to all these doorways of people's homes, their portals, their doors or windows, people. And so I was just like, okay, well, let's look at that as well. Let's close any doors that I have open so that I can just feel space. And so that I really am in my space and they are in their space, and it's a happy harmony. But there was a big nugget about that. Give me a second. Oh, I was just seeing then how easy and how much more malleable you will allow for the quantum field to bring in what's highest and best next. It may bring you on a trip to like Asheville in North Carolina. That's what I was seeing. I was all of a sudden in the middle of the woods, and I was like with all these trees just a moment ago. So that could look like I'm going there, or could it literally just be me going inside myself and experiencing that, or it could mean like all of a sudden I'm at a park tomorrow and it looks like that. Again, what I was saying is that the quantum field will open for you when you close these doors, I'm noticing, and it'll be more instant. And you can tell where there's a lot wide open because you don't feel that clear. You might feel foggy. Like I walked through the house and I was like, this earlier one, there's a lot open here. How did all this get open again? Through our dream state. And so it makes me think about the others in your life, the others maybe under your roof together, and how beneficial it is if you guys could do the practices together. And you're just exploring your consciousness. You're exploring the possibilities of you being more super conscious with your energy. What's that like? But I wanted to look at something about closing doors. Like I'm asking, are you shutting yourself off from others by doing that? No, it's different. You're allowing for a sovereign presence to show up. So if you really super concentrate yourself back and start over, start fresh, start at the 0 point with every situation, everything, come to nobody, allow yourself to dissolve, allow everything to dissolve. So that's been another, tall order the past month or so, or ever since reading this book, really. Just going to no space, no place, allowing yourself to dissolve, allowing things to dissolve, so that the quantum field can pick up the superconscious bliss wave that you truly are and ride that next wave and create that next thing, so that you truly are stepping into a everybody, every place, everything, everywhere is opened up after you allow for the dissolve. So you start from the 0 point by dissolving, closing these doors, bringing yourself to a superconscious state of existence, and then you see more magic in your life. You allow for things to be more malleable. You allow for the photons around you to particle themselves in placements that are consistently new. So I also want to look at why, when you're working with your family and what it's like, how we can maybe have an ascension tip about why all the doors were open today? Oh, okay. Owning your space. So right before I came out here, I also said, okay, family, everybody imagine each room is a geometry. Like, what do you, and like a really light geometry and a light color. Like I said, you know, imagine like each room is a light color and like a octahedron. So I was having them just intuit what would each room look like. What's the color and the geometry of each room? And that probably can shapeshift, but I wanted them just to even like sense, you know, does that room feel low and heavy and like a lot of doors open, or does it feel like you've closed all the doors, you've allowed yourself to breathe in life force into that room, and it feels good to be in that room? You know, there's the geometry holding a field of joy and bliss. So you could ask that, you know, as you look at each room in your house, you could ask that room that's holding an octahedron, the color of the sky blue, and it's programmed to love. It's programmed to hold joy. You could do that. The other exercise that I heard from consciousness just now is just having your family, before they go to bed, set the stage for the space. Like, the space is clear and it's held in our sovereignty, and all portals and doors are shut, so that we may have a rest of superconscious creation, and that we dream of our highest potentials and dream them awake, so that when we wake up tomorrow, they are there, right? So you could set a nice statement that all of you and your loved ones are saying before you go to bed. You could ask that, I told someone the other day, you know, I'm usually saying these things to myself, but you could program a crystal or a shell to ask that it help hold that consciousness when you go to bed every night, so you don't have to say something specific every night. You could upgrade it as you feel guided. Really, it's whatever you believe. Whatever you believe will work for you. These are just some ideas of what I'm playing with. So I think that was the mains I need to get to you guys. So everywhere and anywhere you have any door open that is no longer needing open for your ascended existence and presence, just go ahead and ask your consciousness to close that chapter, close that version, close that reality, only to open up to a higher version reality, a higher version energy and experience. And go ahead and open that door. So we can close doors and open doors. Open the door to your highest ascended existence. Okay, open that. You can do opening and rainbow. Hold and open that door. Open that hold packet and exist in that ascended self packet, that as above existence. And we'll merge it at our heart. Ascended heart, I love you. Sweet dreams.